What's up, super players? It's your homie C-Rod, and I want to thank you for being a super player. And obviously, we gotta be thankful because it is Thanksgiving. So, happy Thanksgiving to you. And if you're watching this on Thanksgiving Day, make sure you have a super Thanksgiving and you eat yourself some delicious turkey. And if you're vegan, then eat yourself some vegan turkey, whatever that is. But hopefully you're having an amazing day. And because it's Thanksgiving, what's around the corner? Black Friday. So what I ended up doing is searching on the internet for the cheapest, most budget decks in Dragon Ball Super card game that are already constructed and built and ready to go. So I'm gonna be pretty much reviewing these and saying, is it a bust or is it a buy? Do you want to purchase this or do you not? Based on the deck and the cards in it, and seeing if you get a pretty good deck to start off with. So without further ado, let's start off with eBay. And as you guys can see, eBay is an online website where people are able to sell anything through the internet. And I found myself this Dragon Ball Super card game, Gohan Set 7, the reboot version. So this one is costing $35. So is it worth it? Let's see what's actually in the deck. So here I got a picture of the entire deck list, and they're running the Critical Gohans, which is good, the Infernal Emperor Frieza, which is good, the Doidoria's the Cold-Blooded, which is good. So it's looking like it's your basic Gohan deck that's honestly just gonna kill your opponent turn 2. And they definitely did it very budget like, but it does have Dark Temptation Toa, and that card's actually not half bad. That card's actually worth something. Is it worth $35? I mean, I would say it is if you have no Dragon Ball Super cards like at all, and you want to start off like right off the bat, and you want to start off with a turn 2 killing deck. This is the deck that I would definitely like recommend. So $35, definitely a buy. So that's awesome. We actually found one that's worth it. In my opinion, I think 35 bucks is worth it if you are a fresh player. Like, you got no cards whatsoever. If you got cards already, definitely don't buy that. It has just all your basic cards. So next, we got this Super Saiyan God. Oh, it's not Super Saiyan God. Son Goku, the legendary Super Saiyan deck for $11. All right. 11 bucks. Is this a bust or is this a buy? If you guys like this video and you guys are having an amazing Thanksgiving, make sure to smash that like button. You know, just hit it real quick. It definitely helps out Dragon Ball Super card game in these hard COVID times. So definitely smash that like and subscribe for more Dragon Ball Super card game content. And we're getting back to this deck. So for $11, what do you get? Let's see the deck list. Alright, so I'm looking at what's in this deck, and there is a lot of things going on. They got some one-ofs, like they got one newfound Power Son Gohan. Only one? We got one super rare, which is Goku, the legendary Super Saiyan. And honestly, that card is the finisher of the deck. Super combos, check. And yeah. Honestly, 11 bucks, I think this is a buy. Like, if it's 11 bucks, guys, that is pretty darn good. The fact that this guy took his time out of the day to make a themed deck, this is definitely themed. It makes me feel like I'm gonna be playing Goku. If you are going budget, then these are definitely worth it. So now let's move on to what else people are selling. So we got the Blue Iron Vow Trunks deck for $25. All right, so we got all sorts of prices here. We got a $35 deck, which I said was a buy, which is the Gohan. We got a $11 deck, which is I also said is a buy, which is the Goku. And now we got Kid Trunks. So let's look at this deck list. So it's looking like it's mono blue, and we got Iron Vow Trunks. If you guys don't know what that guy does, he is able to restand an energy and a blue battle card. at the end of your turn, which is honestly not that bad. He's running a very old school deck. This deck is pretty pricey for 25 bucks, but I see energy boosted Majin Boos. I see Pilafs in there for some counter attacks, which is pretty cool. We got some negates, Whisk Coercion, Mafuba, some awesome counters. Super combos, check. We got the Yajirobe's, blockers, Ki Barrage, some removal right there. We got a Deadly Defender, which is some shiny. I see some shiny in here. We got Focus Mind Piccolo, also a shiny, and that card is actually from the Tournament of Power, so that card's actually pretty cool. Boss cards, which is the Vegeta from the starter deck, the Dragon Fist Goku, and the God Charge Vegeta, and obviously the Fu Shrouded in Mystery, which is an overround killer. This deck actually might be worth the 25 bucks. I mean, if you want to get yourself into Dragon Ball Super card game, $25 for this deck. I mean, what you guys got to consider is the fact that maybe not the cards themselves cost $25, but the fact that this guy constructed a whole deck for you, that's what's worth the money. I think it's definitely, maybe not $25 worth, I would say like a $20, $15 deck. But if you really want to play blue and you like Kid Trunks, I would say just buy it. Right there, there's the link. So for most of these, I notice I've been saying buy. Like most of these, I'm like, all right. But this is for people that completely don't have any cards. This is what I'm trying to get at, you know. Now we got a $22 deck, and let's see this. So we got Diabolical Duel Android 17 and 18. For $22, you get a full-on package Android themed deck. And obviously we got the old school androids that reduce the energy cost of all your 17 and 18s by 1, and it looks like you have a lot of 17 and 18s in this deck. And it's looking like it's straight up full on Android 17 and 18 themed, where you're going to be bringing out the 17 and 18 to kill your opponent. It has negate, it has self-awakening with the newfound power, it has, I guess, removal with the Iron Hammer Android 16, which has revenge, and it's also a blocker. It's looking pretty decent, guys. It has some overarm in there with the Miras, but $22 worth, I don't know about that, guys. But I would skip on it. Unless you're a hardcore 17 and 18 fan, I would get it. But other than that, I think $22 is a little bit too much. So then we got Bojack. If you are a Bojack fan, $20 right now, and it comes with some super rare foils. So this one, I am for sure, just looking at the deck list, I would say it's a buy. It's a buy. It's definitely a buy. It has all sorts of awesome cards. I see some super rares, like the shiny super rare Bojack. I see the holographic Bojack arrival card. I see the Bojack promotional card. I see the anniversary box Bojack Pirate's Pride. And it has, honestly, a bunch of staple cards. The only problem I see with it is the fact that it doesn't have any blue to actually play out Bojack. Unless you're going to, like, combo the Bojack to bring out a Bojack. But other than that, it looks pretty solid. If you want a Bojack deck, definitely buy it. It has all the Bojack cards. 20 bucks, you got yourself the entire Bojack package, and if Bojack ever comes back in Dragon Ball Super card game, you're gonna already have the entire set to get your Bojack deck ready for top notch. Definitely worth it. I think so. That's pretty cool. So after that, we got a Pan deck right here for $23. So I'm seeing it looks like the starter deck, and they just ended up slapping a couple cards in there, like the Vegetas and the Trunks. This is full on GT themed, but it's looking like it's a functional deck. The only thing that I do not like is the price tag. I think it's too expensive for what it has. A bunch of these cards. Hey, shout out to Captain for subscribing right now. Make sure to subscribe if you're watching and you really enjoyed this, and hopefully you're having an awesome Thanksgiving and you guys ate pretty well. So I think this one right here is a little too expensive for my taste. But if you want a pan deck and you want to rock a GT deck, this one's a fully functioning GT deck for sure. Without a doubt, it has a bunch of cards in here that are actually going to trigger your pan's ability. So definitely buy this if you want, but for me it's going to be a bust. You don't want to get this right here. And we have a $12 Shinron deck. This is a very budget yellow Shinron deck. If you want to get it, it's $12 and you'll have yourself the entire pretty much set. You got yourself the leader, you got yourself the 1-drops right here, the negative energy stars. You got yourself some random spice like some Youth Bulma. Like, I don't know what that's about, but there it is. And some random extra cards. I mean, you want it just for pretty much just for the Shadow Dragons, but honestly I think it might be a little too expensive. Never mind, now that I look at it, is there something else? No, that's it. Honestly I think this is a bust. They give you a bunch of not good cards in here that don't even run that well with the Shadow Dragon deck. Definitely it's a bust. Do not get this. Rather, it's better to just get the singles for this one. But the problem is if you get the singles, it's gonna take forever to get the cards. So maybe it's worth it if you want to get the Shadow Dragons, but it's too expensive for my book. This is a bust, and I would recommend you guys to honestly just buy the starter decks that Bandai has. There's a lot of them, and those starter decks are amazing. That will most likely win more than these random decks that I found on the internet, but they're cheap. And if you want these, because I know some of these you just can't build them, you have to buy booster packs and actually build them. Definitely check it out. I have the link in the description where you guys could go check out eBay, and you guys will be able to see all these decks plus many more that you might want to buy for you know, Thanksgiving breaks. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing Thanksgiving. I probably said that like 3 times already, but it's because I want you to have a super Thanksgiving. And like what we say, y'all stay super.
I'll take your life away like Piccolo. I'm number one, no in betweens, always